Hi Sophia, I miss having you in room 7. I thought that we would do some learning on a video instead. So we're just going to go over some of our math strategies together and then you can practice some of these questions at home. Once you've practiced them, you could take a picture of it and send it to your doc so that I can see what you've been doing. Alright, so we'll start with this question, which is 24 plus 48. And we're going to use the strategy place value partitioning. And we've done this one in class where we need to break it up. So this one's really important to have our place value knowledge. So we need to remember that the number on the right is always our ones column, and the next number across is our tens column. We need to make sure that we are adding up them from the same column for it to work. So first of all, we start with our ones. So we need to circle the numbers in our ones column. So we've got 8 and we've got 4. And then we'll do the lines, and we need to add 8 and 4 together. Now I know that 8 and 2 more make 10. So if I add another 2, that makes 12. So 8 and 4 make 12. And then I circle my numbers in the tens column. So I know I've got a 4, but that doesn't stand for 4, that stands for 40. So we've got 40 and the 2, and the 2 stands for 20. So we've now got 40 and 20, and 40 and 20 make 60. So now I've got 60 and 12, and I need to add those together. So I can go 60 plus 10 is 70, plus 2 more equals 72. So using my place value partitioning, I can easily work out that 24 plus 48 equals 72. Let's try it now with some slightly bigger numbers. So this time we've got 123 plus 78. So no matter how big your numbers are, it always stays the same. We always have to line up the numbers in the correct columns together. And even if we're using really, really big numbers, it doesn't make it any harder. It just means we have to do more adding. Here we are. So first of all, we need to look for the numbers in our ones column. So we've got 8 and we've got 3. And again, I know 8 plus 2 make 10. So 8 plus 3 make 11. And then I look for my tens column. So I've got a 7 in my tens column. So 7 lots of 10 is 70. And I've got 2 in my tens column. So 2 lots of 10 is 20. So I've got 20 and 70. So 20 and 70 make 90. And then I look for my next column, which is my hundreds column. And I've only got 1. So I circle the 100 and I do a line over here. So now I've got 100 plus 90 plus 11. So I go 100 plus 90 is 190 plus 11 more equals, oh, well, we could break that down even further. We could go 190 plus 10, which is 200, and then we can add the 1. So 190 plus 10 is 200, plus 1 is 201. 123 plus 78 equals 201. Remember, when we're using our place value partitioning, we really need to take our time and make sure that we're adding the numbers correctly from the same column. So if it's the ones column, the tens column, the hundreds column, or the thousands column. And that we're just making sure that our adding is all accurate. Remember, it's really important as well just to double check. So we could go back through and go, yes, they're both in the ones column, and 8 and 3 make 11. And then I've got 70 plus 20, so that equals 90. And I've only got one 100. And then 100 plus 90 is 190, plus my 11 is 201. So I must be right. Yay! So what I've done, Sophia, for you is I've written up 9 questions for you to try. So these are the questions here. And as you can see, some of them have 2-digit numbers, and some of them, like the one down here, has 4 digits. But like I said before, it doesn't make it any harder, so don't be worried about the bigger numbers. Just make sure that you're adding up the same numbers from the same place value column. So what you could do, Sophia, at home is you could pause the video and then you could write these questions out on a piece of paper at home, making sure that you leave yourself enough space underneath to show you're working out. And then you could take a photo of it and send it to me on your Google Doc and I can see how well you've done. Enjoy your maths. Bye.